Best versus the best.
Absolutely right.
Let's make the best fight in boxing.
And you and Tank is a fight that should happen. It absolutely should happen. And I believe it will. I mean, you guys are both in charge of your career. I think it's a good style matchup. Like you said, the networks are out of the way. The promoters are out of the way. He's flexible, you're flexible. I don't see why it wouldn't happen. When you guys meet, how does that fight play out?
I ain't gonna give you no games.
You think I'm going to jump on the phone with Tank right after?
No, I would tell you this. I'm going to come out victorious.
Okay. Yeah.
That's what I stand by.
All right. What's good? What's good? What's good? It's your boy Fanon, man, and I am happy this fine Sunday morning as reports are coming out and debates are taking place about Shakur Stevenson and Gervonta Davis fight in September.
Shakur Stevenson shocked the boxing world during a fiery live interview, hinting at a potential mega fight with Gervonta Davis. The undefeated star spoke with confidence, instantly sparking hype around a clash that could redefine the lightweight division and ignite one of boxing's most anticipated rivalries.
I work together. Am I in the plans? Because I want the fight.
I'll tell you this. Tank has definitely said repeatedly, I want to fight Shakur. I want to fight Shakur.
If that's the case, if I'm a free agent now, I'm doing whatever I want, I'm on here fighting these guys, am I in the plans? Like, is this 6-fight deal something that's real, or was that like...
No, he's definitely got a plan. And there's a lot of fighters which are sort of in group. You sort of say, okay, here's the list of fighters that I'm planning on fighting. It might be 6 fighters, it might be 4, it might be 8. But when you lay out a plan like that, a deal like that, it's sort of like, okay, sometimes it's like 8 fighters, even though it's 6 fights, because not everybody's available all the time. So Shakur's definitely in that plan.
Okay.
And
I'm there, so it's going to happen.
Shakur just want to know why Jake Paul skipped the line. Let's get to the meat of it. Like, how you skip the line?
Former fighter and analyst Greg Hackett believes a showdown between Gervonta Davis and Shakur Stevenson could happen in 2026. He pointed to growing fan demand and momentum, even posting on X about a possible September 2026 date. Meanwhile, Terrence Crawford backed Stevenson to win, saying his elite defense and ring IQ would make it extremely difficult for Tank to land clean shots, despite critics labeling Shakur as boring.
Shakur, that's the fight. Everybody want to see that. That's the 50-50, I think, you know what I'm saying? I've been saying 50-50. I told both of them that. That's a toss-up to me. No bias. Don't just say that because it's your man. Who you got winning that?
I got Shakur.
Are you saying that because that's your man and you don't like Tank?
No. Hey, like I said, I respect Tank. Like, boxing, he's one of the ones.
Yeah.
we gonna take his personality and personal things out of it. But boxing, he's definitely talented.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And he's definitely got that it. And he's definitely respected in boxing. But Shakur's a different fighter. Shakur's different. People may call him boring. People may say he can't punch. But they say the same thing about Floyd. Because they defensive fighters.
Yeah.
Tank is not going to be able to hit Shakur like he hit everybody else. And he know that. Tank is great for what he do. And I respect Tank in the ring and his skills and his power and his attribute. And he's smart.
Yeah.
He's definitely smart. He can box his ass off. And I'm not saying I would pick Shakur just because our differences. I'm telling you as a fighter.
Yeah.
I will pick Shakur because I don't believe Tank will be able to land those big shots on Shakur like he does everybody else.
Right.
Shakur defense is just too tight. And not only Shakur, Keyshawn.
In a past interview, Mike Tyson said a fight between Shakur Stevenson and Gervonta Davis would be fascinating. He explained that Stevenson doesn't need a knockout to win. His skill, movement, and ability to outscore opponents could be enough. Tyson also noted that Tank's aggressive style might bring out the very best in Shakur.
Not a Shakur and Gervonta.
Yeah. Gervonta Davis?
Yeah.
Wow, that's a good fight. That's a good fight. I like to go with Tank
because of the, everyone's gonna go with Tank, but it would be a very interesting fight.
How could, for us that are not boxing analysts, how could Shakur beat him if he can't hurt him? That would be my question.
Listen, you don't have to hurt him, you just have to outscore him. Shakur takes a good shot though, He's a specialist. That's why some fights that he doesn't look good in, because he's so superior. And it's boring watching sometimes. But he's a specialist. He knows what he's doing. He's hard to beat.
So when the speed picks up and the aggression starts,
to bring out the best in Shakur, you gotta pressure him like Tank. Tank will bring out the best of him, and we'll see a great fight. Tank is just a monster right now.
However, insiders suggest that behind the scenes, certain influential figures could complicate negotiations, pointing to promotional conflicts, financial risks, and timing concerns as potential obstacles.
Takes place, and I'm going to tell you right now, man, that there's going to be a lot of people that are going to work very hard for this not to be true. They're not going to want it to be true, and they are going to try to lay all kind of crap out in front of everybody to make sure that this fight doesn't take.
Analysts also warn that rival networks, promoters, and other vested interests might slow down progress, fearing that a fight of this magnitude could disrupt existing business plans and shake up the boxing landscape.
The system. They are not these people are bought and paid for. We already know that. So the people that they support want Shakur Stevenson to go up to 147 to fight guys like Conor Benn, to fight guys like whoever at 147 pounds, right? But what will that make Shakur? Let's just be real. What does that make Shakur? That is going to make Shakur, basically, he's going to be stuck being an undercard fighter. Like he's been stuck at being an undercard fighter.
Analysts point out that boxing isn't just about fighters calling each other out. It's a business first. Even when both sides want to fight, it only happens when the financial terms make sense. At the highest level, money and negotiations play the biggest role in turning dream matchups into reality.
Boxing business, you get fighters, they go back and forth on Twitter, and they be like, let's fight. You gotta put the business in between that, because fighters will be fighting all the time just because they're arguing back and forth. But the business gotta make sense. So it's always about the bag. So that's why I feel like Turk Al-Sheikh come in, because he'll say, hey, here go the money, get these fights to happen. That's why I can't believe that Bud have to move up 2 weight classes to fight Canelo, and David Benavidez was right there at 168 comfortably. That's why the business of boxing took over. But I respect Shakur for actually saying he want to fight. Where is he at in the 6 fight deal? And where is he at in the 6 fight deal? Is his 3rd fight or something like that with Tank?
It's a good question.
It's early. It might be 2 or 3 fights in.
You sure you're not freestyling?
Despite the politics behind the scenes, fans are demanding this fight. Boxing media voice Max Kellerman has echoed similar sentiments in the past, while others continue to push the narrative that Gervonta Davis versus Shakur Stevenson is one of the biggest fights that can be made. David Benavidez also named it as his #1 matchup, calling it a dream fight fans are eager to see happen soon.
Obviously, Shakur-Tio was the hot fight that just happened, and now Shakur, obviously a hot fighter with his dominant win. Give me the one fight you would love to see 2 guys right now who are in their prime.
Off of that victory this weekend, I would love to see Shakur and Gervonta. I think Gervonta and anybody in that, any of the top guys at that weight class is a great fight. Gervonta, Shakur, Gervonta Tio, Gervonta Keyshawn. I mean, that 135 to 140 pound weight class is hot right now. You know what I mean? But that would be a great fight. I think probably that would be one of the fights that would be the most anticipated. If they can make happen, Gervonta Davis and Shakur Stevenson. By no means it would be easy for either fighter. We just seen that Shakur Stevens was able to shut a great fighter like Teofimo down and made him look silly. So that would be a great fight, and a big shout out to Shakur Stevens becoming a 4-time division champion. He's on legendary status. He's on his way to be a Hall of Famer too, and he's still very...
Former world champion Shawn Porter believes a clash between Gervonta Davis and Shakur Stevenson is the best fight boxing can offer right now. Speaking on a podcast, Porter described it as a perfect matchup, a true clash of styles that could deliver at the highest level.
Stevenson and Tank Davis.
best fight in boxing. I think it happens next year.
Break down each one of these fighters, extraordinary fighters, historical fighters, strength. No, break down what is each one's strength.
Yeah.
And what is each one weakness.
I think I think out of the three of them, I actually like Shakur the most. Because again, when I can look at you and not see what you see, to me that is extraordinary. Shakur is, again, it's like he's been there before. I watched him move in the ring, and he moves before the guy even throws his punch. You know what I mean? Like I saw him do that, and then to see him do that in live time in actual fights. There's a difference between sparring and doing what you do in sparring, and then being that comfortable in a fight. A lot of guys don't come to the ring as comfortable as Shakur is.
Once the headgear come off and
he mean too.
Yeah.
And he mean too. You know what I mean? I think that's the best thing that Shakur got going for him is his reflexes and intuition.
Terrence Crawford revealed his top 3 dream fights for 2026, including Shakur Stevenson versus Gervonta Davis, Keyshawn Davis versus Devin Haney, and Naya Inau versus Jesse Rodriguez. He believes these matchups combine elite skill, power, and legacy-defining stakes that would captivate boxing fans worldwide.
You've left the sport in good hands, and I believe you have as well. What are 3 fights that you want to see happen this year across any division?
It's tough to say because there are so many big fights to be made. I would love to see Keyshawn Davis versus Devin Haney. I would love to see Bam versus Inoue. I would love to see Shakur versus...
Terrence Crawford has also been critical of Gervonta Davis, suggesting he may be avoiding Shakur Stevenson. Crawford believes Tank downplays Shakur's abilities and labels him boring as a tactic to steer away from a difficult fight. According to him, Stevenson's elite defense and ring IQ make him a dangerous stylistic challenge, one that Davis could struggle with, especially when it comes to landing clean shots. Crawford has consistently backed Stevenson to win, adding fuel to the ongoing debate about whether this fight will ever happen.
He knows that. That's why he's like, he's boring, he's this, he's that. He's trying to diminish everything that Shakur have done, so it's not marketable. But he can't do that because Shakur is what, 3-weight world champion?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
you see right now.
Like how many actual real titles have Shakur? I mean, Tank had like what, 2?
Yeah, I think 2. He got
real,
the WBA right
real
now.
titles.
The real one.
You know, and Pedraza, he drained Pedraza. And,
oh, that's what Keyshawn said. But I feel like if you're the A side, you get the, like, you know what I'm saying?
I'm just saying, but like let's do it on a even playing field. Like, give that man enough time to train. You know what I mean? Like, come on.
Shakur Stevenson has often explained that a fight with Gervonta Davis comes down to contrasting natural abilities. He describes Tank as a fighter blessed with devastating knockout power, capable of ending a fight with one clean shot. In contrast, Stevenson highlights his own strengths: elite vision, defensive awareness, and the ability to read and avoid punches with ease. He also noted that because Tank is a major star known for knockouts, fans often label other styles as boring if they don't match that same explosive approach.
The face of boxing, and he get a lot of knockouts that people kind of making it like, if you ain't doing what Tank doing, then they gonna say it's boring. Do you feel like it's because of how his style is that they kind of putting that on you, like wanting you to do that?
People is blessed with different ability. He's blessed with a God-given ability that he crack you 9 times out of 10, you're gonna go down. That's his ability.
Yeah.
I'm blessed with God-given eyes. A lot of people don't understand how good my eyes is. I can see really good. Like punches come my way, I know how to get away from them at any given time. Our abilities are just different, so they probably are judging me from a scale of him, but at the end of the day, he's a great fighter. He's a special fighter. But
Has there been any talks with Tank's team?
they reached out, but we told him to come back with an offer. And as far as that, we ain't hear nothing since then. Me and him fighting each other, we'll seal the deal on the kings of that division, the kings of this era, the kings of everything. So, like I've been saying it for years, the moment is gonna come, and when it happens, I'll be ready.
Why does Shakur Stevenson beat Gervonta Davis?
Because that I'm a better skilled boxer. I master the art of hitting and not getting hit. And he will be the person that will have to change up his style. He can't go out there and box and lose rounds. He will have to change up his style and just become full blast aggressor to try to have a chance in winning.
Shakur addressed the idea that Gervonta Davis might be hesitant to face him, saying the solution is simple. Fighters need to move past the noise and make the fight happen. Speaking from a competitor's mindset, he emphasized that fans deserve to see the best fight the best, regardless of outside politics. While acknowledging Tank as one of boxing's top young stars, Stevenson kept his focus on proving himself in the ring.
I was asking that just from a fighter, you know what I mean?
No, I got you.
Tank is my youngin', but I just wanted to know from a fighter's perspective, do you ever see, when you talking about two of the best fighters in boxing, Bard, forget about all the bullshit that he's dealing with, boxing, will we ever see that? That's why I was coming from.
No, I got you, but like I said, if any fighter have an issue with me, because I feel like Tio was jealous of me. I told him this several times. Any fighter have any issue with me,
let's do it.
Sign the contract, turn the lights on bright, let millions come around the seats to see what's happening, and pull up on me.
Gervonta Davis dismissed claims that he fears Shakur Stevenson, making it clear he doesn't see him as a major threat. He argued that in boxing, fighters are concerned about knockout power, something he believes Stevenson lacks. Davis also criticized the heavy focus on defense, suggesting that while it looks impressive, it doesn't dominate fights the same way power and aggression can. He expressed confidence that his forward pressure and punching ability would be the difference in a high-level matchup.
Who have Shakur? What have Shakur done? What have he done in the sport? He haven't done nothing. The young one is looking more better than him. Who that? The Keyshawn. Keyshawn looking way more better than this. I keep screaming his name. He haven't done nothing. Keyshawn haven't even done nothing.
So what do you say to those who
I
might
keep
be
saying
afraid?
his name for?
So what do you say to those who might be saying that, Tank is afraid of Shakur?
Afraid of what? Afraid of what? Us fighters, if we're afraid of something, it gotta be somebody hitting us and hurting us. Like, he don't have no offense. Everything is defense. Defense only win in basketball and football.
Timothy Bradley Jr. offered a balanced take on the potential fight. He said this is exactly the kind of big matchup he wants to see for Stevenson. While he has long favored Shakur due to his superior boxing skills, Bradley admitted recent performances raised some questions, noting that Stevenson can sometimes fight to the level of his competition. Even so, he still leans toward Shakur, but now sees a realistic path to victory for Tank as well.
God, man. Tank's the guy I want to see Shakur fight next. However, I already know what it's gonna be. Shakur definitely knows that he's gonna have to take short money if that was gonna happen. They're gonna use that against him. I get it. They're gonna say, well, look, you don't sell out no arenas, you don't bring anything to the table, so why? They're gonna say you're gonna run all night, you're gonna this. So they're gonna say everything they possibly can for the fight not to happen. But I think the fight should happen. Again, my money's on Shakur. I think the defense wins championships. I could be wrong. Tank is an animal. He can fight. But he has yet to be in the ring with a guy that's as smart as Shakur and a guy that's on his level, IQ level. I still got Shakur because defense, man, you can't hit him. You can't hit him, bro. Like, Tank got the bomb, but if Tank can't land that bomb or figure out a way to land that bomb.
Canelo Alvarez also weighed in on the matchup. He praised Stevenson's skill, movement, and ability to avoid clean shots, but highlighted Davis's power, pressure, and finishing ability. After comparing both styles, Canelo ultimately sided with Gervonta Davis, believing his aggression and knockout power could overcome Stevenson's defensive brilliance.
Alvarez, if you had to put money on a fight, I know you don't bet on fights, and the fight was Gervonta Davis against Shakur Stevenson, who would you say would win?
Look, Shakur Stevenson is a good fighter. He moves a lot, and it's very difficult to get hit, to hit him. But I like Gervonta Davis.
Okay.
He's a really good fighter. He hits hard, and he knows how to go forward. So I put my money on Gervonta.
A fight with Gervonta Davis could be the defining moment in Shakur Stevenson's career. While Stevenson has already proven his skill at a high level, he's still chasing true superstar status. Tank brings massive star power, global recognition, and a reputation for explosive knockouts. This matchup wouldn't just test Stevenson's abilities, it would place him on boxing's biggest stage. A victory over Davis could transform him from a respected technician into a global superstar and cement his legacy.
Real momentum off of that fight with Teofimo Lopez. What did he get? He got a bunch of systematic press. People talking about the fight for about a week and how great he is. And after that, it went right back into nobody talking about Shakur. Because Shakur Stevenson he's just not a big star. But he can be a big star if he fights somebody like Gervonta Davis. That's the ticket for him right there. Is the fight between him and the guy that's the most popular guy in that weight class, or anybody below Canelo Alvarez, really. But you know, we live in this era where YouTube channels like the Boxing Voice, like Showbiz the Adult, like these other guys want to prescript and prescribe movements for fighters that really don't do anybody any good other than the backers of those channels.
So now the question is, what really happens if Shakur Stevenson and Gervonta Davis finally step into the same ring? Is it going to be Shakur's elite defense, precision, and ring IQ controlling every round? Or will Tank's explosive power end it in a single moment? Collision, this isn't just a fight, it's a clash of styles, a battle for dominance, and a moment that could define an entire era of boxing. Fire, one thing is certain, the world will be watching. Who you got, Shakur or Tank? Drop your prediction below. Like, subscribe, and stay locked in with Fight Zone for more boxing content.